Hi everyone, Alex here. Continuing with the Revit from 0 to 100 multi-trade course. We keep going with roofs. This is part 6. We're going to be dealing with the north living and the Florida room roofs. The first one's going to be the north living room. It sits right here between the kitchen and the north bedroom, and it looks like this. You can see the interaction with the kitchen and with the north bedroom right here. And then we'll jump into the Florida room roof, which is this one, sits right here. And from the side it looks like this. You ready? Let's go. And remember, this video is part of our Revit Multi-trade from 0 to 100 course. So if you haven't seen the previous videos, go ahead and watch them now, because if not, you're going to be completely lost. Hi everyone, this is Alex with BIMitUp, where we help you with professional training and coaching in mechanical, electrical, plumbing, fire protection systems, and Autodesk platforms like Revit and AutoCAD MEP. Let's get started. All right, so let's continue with the north living room roof, which is this one here. What you see is that towards the west, this is how it interacts with the kitchen roof. It slides right under the soffit of the kitchen roof. And you have a similar situation on the east with the north bedroom. See, it slides right underneath the north bedroom roof soffit. As far as the characteristics, we have no overhangs to the east and west because of the situation I just described. Then to the north, you have an overhang of about 18 inches from the north wall. To the south, we have no overhang. It's going to be extending south to meet the main roof. The slope is 1 in 12, sloping up towards the south. And it has two valleys. This one here, which is about 175 inches, and then this one here, which is about 223 inches. Again, those are just approximate measures that I took on the roof just to make sure that we're on track. Let's give it a shot on Revit. So for that, we're going to go to our roof plan. I'm going to do TW to untile my windows. I don't need this spot elevations anymore, so I'm going to remove them. Let's go ahead and underlay again our main floor plan. So we can now create a roof under architecture, roof by footprint. I'm going to go pick walls, and then I'm going to pick this wall here, and then I'm going to give an offset of 18 inches to the north from this wall. And I'm going to do TR to trim from here to here, from here to here. Then I'm going to do a random line here. It doesn't really matter because I'm going to extend this one to this roof. So I'm going to do TR from here to here. And then the only line that's going to define slope is going to be this one. So I'm going to click on this, and this line and uncheck define slope. Just make sure we have our slope set to 1 in 12. And then our base offset from level is going to be minus 10 inches. And now we can click OK. Let's take a look at our 3D view. And then we look at the existing pictures. That's exactly what's going on. See, it's right underneath this roof soffit, and then it's going to have the other roof underneath. So now let's extend this roof into this roof. So for that we go under the Modify tab. We go Roof. We want to extend this face of this roof to this one. That's exactly what we have. So now let's create the other roof, and that's the enclosed terrace roof, and that's this one here. You can see how it slopes down at an angle of 9.46 degrees, or 2 in 12, which is equal to 1/6. And here you can see the east side, which is the north bedroom, and you see how it interacts. And then this is the other side towards the kitchen. The roof characteristics are: to the east and west, we have an overhang of 10 inches, which is this one. To the north, we have a small overhang of 8 inches. And to the south, it's not applicable because, as you can see, it meets with the kitchen wall and it meets with the bedroom wall. So let's go to Revit, and again we go to architecture, roof by footprint. We're going to pick some walls, and we said we were going to have 10 inches of overhang to the west and to the east. To the north, we're going to have 8 inches, and to the south we have no overhang, and we're using this wall as a reference. That's very good. I'm going to do TR from here to here and from here to here. There's actually a slight difference between this wall and this wall, so we're going to have to jog a little bit. So let's split here, delete, and we want to align to this face. And now we can pick lines. We pick this line here, we do TR to trim from here to here, and then we want to trim from here to here. Neither this nor this define slope, and then this one doesn't define slope either. So, and then these two sides don't define slope, and we mentioned that this slope is 2 in 12. So let's adjust that, And then as far as the elevation at which it lives is probably about -2.5 feet. Actually, -3.4. Let's see where this lands. Okay, don't attach. Notice that this distance seems to be a little bit smaller. So let's adjust that. So let's go ahead and go to the roof plan, edit footprint. And I think this offset is not really 10 inches. It's probably just like 8 inches. Same as this one. 8 inches. Okay, don't attach. Let's take a look at our 3D view. And now let's start joining these roofs. So I can come here to modify, join. I can click on this face and I click on this face and then it joins it. And we could do something very similar to what we did here with this piece and this piece, but I just think it's not worth it. We have better things to do. So, and now it's time to extend our walls up to our roof. This is pretty fun. You just go here, you do attach top base and you click on the roof. Boom. You can do the same thing with this wall. Attach top base to this one. You can do this one, attach top base to this one, and then let's go around doing the same thing. Attach top base to this one, attach top base for this one and this one to this one, and we can get this one, and this one, and attach the top to this one, and go around this one, attach top base to this one, and finally this wall, and this wall, and we attach to this one. Just a note to say that if you're watching this, you're not currently on our BIMitUp platform, so you may be getting only partial content. For exclusive BIMitUp training material, you want to visit BIMitUp.com. Subscription to the website is free, with some paid and some free content. We're trying not to run ads here, so the creation of the content is made possible, mostly by the contribution and support of our subscribers. So if you enjoy what we do here, please consider becoming one. You can do so by joining our Patreon community at patreon.com/BIMitUp, or by simply scanning the QR code that you see on screen right now. And if you're really serious about your professional training, you can book some live training at BIMitUp.com or by simply scanning the QR code that you see on screen right now. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.